I got a funny story why I shoot carbon arrows. I was on a mountain goat hunt in Alaska, and I'm climbing this mountain, working our way up, and an ice storm blows in out of nowhere. You know, heavy winds, ice all over the terrain. You're trying to climb with this ice at your feet. And as I'm going up, I slip. My bow goes down with me, I hit the ground, I get back up, I don't pay much attention to it. Now I crawl out on the edge of this mountain. I'm on a 2-foot ledge waiting to shoot this mountain goat, which we knew was on the other side of this. I get in there, I draw my bow. I think what I did was hit the back of my broadhead on the mountain because I had my cameraman step out first. I went to draw my bow. When I got out, my arrow was off my string. The knock had come loose from the string, and I think what I might have done was hit the back of the broadhead on the rocks, which took it off. I was 12 yards from this mountain goat. The goat saw me, started running. Needless to say, I didn't have time to re-knock the arrow. I did re-knock it, but by that time he was gone. It just wouldn't have been a shot that I wanted to take. So back down the mountain that day, and that was harrowing, just getting down the mountain on that ice storm. And I gotta be honest with you, for me, I had my chance and I was done. But the guys in camp convinced me to go back up and give it another try. So before I went that morning, I didn't know why the arrow came off the string. I went to shoot an arrow, and I gotta be honest with you, I hit the ground, I must have bent one of the aluminum arrows. I had carbon inside of an aluminum arrow. When I shot, I realized if I'd have shot at that animal, I would have missed and not known why. But I had bent the aluminum, and there was no way to know it was bent. By shooting the arrow that morning, I realized that. I found an arrow that was straight. I ended up getting my mountain goat, which is just an incredible story there. But I did like the aluminum, and I did like the way they performed. But on the type of hunting that I do, if I fall or bang my bow or something should happen and an arrow gets slightly bent, it could affect my shot. Because when you're shooting on open terrain, especially on spot and stalk hunts, a lot of times you're shooting 60 plus yards on any hunt. I mean, you just got to be ready to do something like that. The smallest bend in an arrow will just throw your whole trajectory off. So what I love about the carbon arrows is either they're good or they're broken. Now, I always check my arrows to make sure I don't nick them while I'm target shooting. It's kind of like why I target shoot and shoot different spots on a target, even though I don't try to group, because if you nick this arrow, it can blow up. But if you could just check them, you could run your hand over it, you could look at them carefully, you could know that if this arrow is not nicked, it's going to perform perfectly every single time. And that's why I shoot carbon arrows.